I just say it.
Welcome to the show. It's a brand new year. Things don't change, I'm telling you. 2025, and we have the man who is the idol for every year's resolution. Lose weight, look good, be like Yohan. You know, this has been my motivation. I've even had nudes of him stuck to my wall. No, not fully nude, but semi-nude. Nothing has worked. I have still embraced me the way I am, and I've still admired you for the way you are. I just want to ask you, Yohan, are you on some kind of drug?
No, definitely no.
No drug.
Not at all.
No human being can be jumping up like a butterfly and then falling, and yet like having the pulse to like live. How do you do this?
I think it's daily work that you do, no? Daily effort that you put in, and you master it, you become good at it.
For a day, how many hours do you work out?
Good question. Now see, proper workout, I say good 2 hours.
That is
And
you
then
working on yourself.
Yes, exactly. Other than that, my job is something that it's very active, so you have to be on your feet. So that itself become a workout by showing the workout demonstration and everything is become a workout. So kind of 8 to 5 job is becoming a exercise for me.
So you work out for 10 hours for a day, more or less.
More or less, yes.
Do you have an Apple Watch? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it goes on like 3 times the speed.
Yeah, there was a time, a day that I burned 15,000 calories a day. Whereas I think a normal person must be burning 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So I burn around 15,000.
What do you eat then?
I eat everything under the sun.
But where do you have the time?
Whenever I get the chance, yeah.
The problems I have, these are actually literally for me 15,000 calories. So yeah, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you for doing what you do. So you created a culture, you made boring workout like into a party. You have put lights there, it's like coming to a disco.
Yes.
But you still spot the ones who are fudging.
100%.
That
yes.
is annoying because I went for one class with him. I was motivated. I thought, wow. Next day morning, oh, yo. Then I thought, no, I have to somehow go so that the body ache won't be there. I couldn't even pass, you know, the morning duties were not successful. I got to the second class. Third class, I was pronounced dead. There was nothing. But in midst of all of those people, you spot me.
Yes.
How do you do that?
Because it's, for me, more than anything else, I want them to be in the best shape of their life. So, which I know that I can do that 100%. So, when I know someone who has the capacity and who can push a lot, I put my eye on them and I make sure that, you know, they will do the
You
job.
feel I have the capacity?
100%, 100%.
Right.
You can do way better. I'm 100% sure about that. I need only 30 days with me.
30 days every day?
Every day. So basically, I started recently, last year I started a program called 30 Days with Yohan. So within that
Do I
30
move in
days,
as well?
please come in. We can document that.
Oh yeah,
We
I
can
can like
document
stay
it.
with you. Yay! 30 days with you. Sorry, okay.
So basically, I take you in and I'll transform you within 30 days. So you are not the person who are signing up. By 30 days, end of the day, you will be much more fitter, much more better looking, much more thinner, much more, you name it, everything.
And you provide the food, everything for 30 days? Like
30 days, I tell you to eat what you like to eat. That's the best part of it.
Huh?
Yes. That's the
How
benefit.
long do you work for? 10 hours?
No, just I need 1.5 hours with you.
Ah, really? And all the other 22.5 hours, what am I to do?
You can do whatever you like to do.
And I'm staying with somewhere with under your protection, or I'm staying wherever?
Wherever you want to.
I
what
better
I
stay
need-
in somebody's protection, otherwise I'm not going to come for this class the next day. Okay, let's do this. I think I should do this as a challenge. I think we are done with the first segment, right? We need to get into a break. We're going to come back on the other side with more great food and also what's happening here at Zamba. It's funny, no? He's like, you work out with me, you can eat whatever you want. So come to Zamba and eat. That's what's. We'll come back and speak about his days in Kandy and his rugby days and all this and more when we see you after. Thank you to our friends at XXL for joining us on Danu on Fire. You can now get yourself something trendy, interesting, chic for the new year when you do shop at XXL. They are located their flagship store and at the same time at One Office Colombo, giving fashionable, trendy outfits no matter the size. Do check them out today.
I just say it.
Welcome back to the show. So if you're wondering what is this show, it's Danu on Fire. Speaking to Yohan at his little bar, lounge, getaway corner. This is actually kind of cool place where you get good food and great drinks. You know, let's go back to what life was in Kandy. So you're a Kandy boy.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you'll make a mark coming into Colombo? You know, it's Kandy has a different vibe.
Right.
Colombo is a bit ruthless.
Yeah.
How was it when you came here, found your way? Like, did you think that you'll make a name for yourself or even have an establishment that will draw in the amount of people that's drawing it in?
Actually, Danu, I never thought that will happen because.
What brought you here?
So work brought me here. I always, even though I was always passionate about sport, but I never thought that this will be my field because the moment I came to Colombo, it was on to banking.
Yeah.
And I was been in the banking industry for, if I say, 6 years. So I wanted to go on that ladder, and then on the middle part of it, I found what I am good at. So then I realized it, okay, this is the way forward. At that time, I still remember I was signed up for MBA as well, which I did halfway through management, and I started studying about sports science. And it's fascinating, and it more than the money part of it, Danu, for me, what I enjoy the most is if I can change someone's life for a good thing, that happiness I won't be able to measure from money. That genuine happiness, that person, how he enjoyed. You can have enough money, but then again, you're helping someone to become the most fittest. It's not just to be in the biggest in the room or to have the biggest bicep or the biggest leg or the six pack. It's about having a good cardiovascular strength. For me, what I teach is even if a dog chases you, you can nicely run, saving yourself out without panting yourself out. So something is a lifestyle. So for me, teaching such a thing to have a good body is something that I really like to do. So coming from Kandy, a person usually, help as much as I can and get someone, like if I have to achieve a dream, I would like to, people who are with me want to go there as well. So I will drag them also. So one thing that I learned when I come to Colombo, I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, but once I came to Colombo, what I learn is everyone is very competitive, even though they see a good side of it. In the same time, in the other moment, they they go somewhere and they cut you off. So it's very competitive market. But saying that, do you have to change yourself? I think you don't want to. You have to be who you are. And there are a set of people who like you for that particular reason. So you just to continue to be you.
This whole, I think Kandy has a community mindset because
Yes.
it's a town, it's not a city. So
Yeah,
there's that
100%.
vibe about,
More family oriented.
yes, and also like, you will meet the same people at the
Every
gym.
day.
You'll,
Basically, if you walk in Kandy, you meet them
yeah, repeatedly.
Yeah.
You go around the lake twice, you have met them 3 times.
3 times, 100%.
Hi. So when you started fit, was it a risk factor? Did you think that people are ready to move away from the gym culture? Because fitness became a thing in Sri Lanka in the recent, I think, good 8 to 10 years ago.
Yes.
Is when people start like concentrating on fitness.
Yes.
And posting about it. Like
Yes.
normally when they go to the gym, nobody bothered to put a picture.
Yeah.
Now like gym is where they put pictures. And
Yes, 100%.
so this culture really did change. Do you feel that felt like, because you know with you there's no sauna, there's no steam, there's
Yes.
no relaxing foot massage after.
Yeah.
You bam 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 and you're out.
Out, yes.
You give a king governor.
Yes.
So in this process, did you feel like you will find a place there?
One thing that happened to me was I believed on what I'm doing, and I'm 100% know that it's going to work. I had that confidence because before I start fit, there was a time period around good 6 months where I stopped working and get into the personal training, and I see the growth and the numbers increase drastically, and people start changing drastically, and then I realized I have something very valuable. And I'm a person who thinks out of the box, so I think I created a culture, if I'm not mistaken, I created a culture where fitness became fitness into another level. So we created something called entertainment fitness. So we are not only just fitness, we are doing entertainment fitness, where you change the fitness into fun thing, fitness into some more active, because we are in a very, very busy lifestyle, right? So you can't go to a gym and finish your workout within 1 hour. But your days, you can only give 1 hour. Why? Because your prime objective is to earn money. So your priority will be that particular place, not fitness. So for me, I came up with a plan where you create 1 hour program where you can, suit into whoever you want to. If you come at 9, you can go at 10.
Yeah.
And it's given fact and results oriented.
But the best part is, I always say it's not going to the gym for 1 hour. You have to dress up, then you have to undress, have a bath. All of that counts, man. This is how me trying to like navigate the fact that it's not 1 hour. But anyway, we'll come back and speak more. Do stick around. This is Danu. Thank you to our friends at XXL for joining us on Danu on Fire. You can now get yourself something trendy, interesting, chic for the new year when you do shop at XXL. They are located their flagship store and at the same time at One Go Office Colombo, giving fashionable, trendy outfits no matter the size. Do check them out today.
I just say it.
Back with us on the show, this is Danu on Fire. We're speaking to Yohan, and if you don't know Yohan, the man behind Fit, you might have not seen him under the lights, and also his tone could be a bit dark. But you go on with a mic in your hand for good 10 hours, and you say the same thing. Give me a demo.
As in the count?
Yeah.
So you basically count from 80 to 1 backwards.
80 to 1.
Yeah. So
Why 80?
that is the time that you count. So normally 1 minute, I have dragged it up to another 20 seconds. And made
You're
it
being
80.
unfair by people.
Oh, very much.
They think they're doing only 1 minute, but you're like...
I say it's 1 minute, but then again I count. Sometimes 1 minute can be 2 minutes also. When you come to a plank, it becomes 2 minutes.
I have held planks for like 3-4 minutes and all.
You remember last show we did?
Yes, I was on you.
Yeah.
That was only for television, nothing else. But, I'm sure people would have come, gone, like your family might have seen you grow, become someone better, bigger than who they would have seen in Kandy, running around. What do they say about you?
I think they are definitely proud about who I am right now and what I have built. So they always talk about that. So they are saying that your growth is given and it's been assigned by the God Himself, Jesus Christ. So He have said this assigned, so no one will be able to stop.
Now, your faith element became very strong in the last few years.
Yes.
Was there a reason as to why faith took such a main place in your life?
Yeah, so I met my spiritual father, Prophet Jerome Fernando. So after I meet Prophet, my life
It was
changed
just random
drastically.
meetup.
One of my friends actually asked me to come to the church, and I was lost at that time, and I don't know what to do. That was my lowest point in my life.
That was when you didn't have feet in your hand or nothing.
Nothing. Basically, I was broke to a level where I didn't even have money to eat. So that level, and I'm a person who never talks or tells to any of my friends or to my family. And then one day, my friend asked me to come, and I was like, okay, why not? I go to church anyways. So every time I go to church, I take my phone and used to play video games. But on that day, I thought of let me go to this church, this particular church, and I felt like it's for me. It's like it's for you, Yohan. Like, you know, this is the place you need to be. And I was dancing around, and I was just enjoying the music. And on that day, I remember the prophet just spoke a message. I thought it was for me, and I was just looking around to see whether the prophet is directly hitting on me or, like, you know, saying things to me or someone else, because that message was so connected to me. And then I was in that church and prayed over me, and my life just started changing. So for me, Prophet Jerome Fernando has done such a thing which no one can even do. So he have taught me how to look at God and guided me to the right place. So because of, with the guidance of Prophet Jerome Fernando, I start seeing Jesus Christ, and my life started changing.
Do you feel like, you know, faith is everywhere? Like, you know, it's subjective. You can find faith in any space.
Yes.
But it all fundamentally boils down to what type of a human being you are on earth to others. Because if you're a kind man, if you're a giving man, you will be given to, you'll be loved and you'll be respected.
Yes.
It's like that.
Yeah.
But do you feel everyone is willing to see themselves like that?
It's
You,
how
you don't need to go to a particular place. You
Yeah.
can be anywhere and be that person.
Definitely. See, most of us, we think when we go to a religion place or whatever the place, you think that just because he's going there, you have to be really, really good. So God doesn't choose the good people. God always wants to find the bad people so that he can do miracles in them and change him into a good person. For me, I think I was not the perfect human or the perfect person. I have my many mistakes. I have done a lot of mistakes, but I have learned through it. So for me, how he found me when I was lost, when I was not the person who I am today, and how he have made me to be who I am today and where my path is, and the prophecies that I have been experiencing right now, even the good, even the bad, everything. So for me, irrelevant of the place you are in your life, you need to make sure that your number one priority should be the God. The moment you give number one priority there, everything starts changing.
Wanted to ask you, before we wrap things up, you have a kid,
Yes.
he's 2. He's doing weights at, what, 30?
He is just 2 years and push the sled, which is like a 30 kilo heavier. I also can't believe it. Lift like 7.5 kilos, dumbbells. Yeah, so.
We have the packs ripping now itself. So fitness for him must have been just part. He might have just heard you counting every day of his life.
I think when Elijah was in the mother's womb itself, the mother is a fit mother, and she used to work out like you know, she break the taboo subject in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, about pregnant women should like
women.
rest
Yes.
and yeah.
You know, even my mom was like, tell Jessie to just be careful. I was like, yeah, I said the baby is not going to come out just because standing. So, but I think Jessie have changed the fitness industry in prenatal and postnatal, and she created a industry that how people Sri Lankan, as in if I say Asian females, look at mothers as a sick
Correct.
person.
There are complicated situations, but
There are.
more or less it's supposed to just, the
Exactly.
fitter you are, the easier the delivery is.
Yeah. So you need to go for the right person to train also. Prenatal and postnatal is not something that everyone and anyone can do. So you need to consult your doctors. Once the doctors give the approvals, then you need to go to a person who's certified. So we can be the, I'm just saying because we are the first people who start prenatal and postnatal. So because why we understood that 98% of females before and after giving birth they go on depression. Why? Because the body that they had
It's,
is going to go for 6, and looking at them and having a kid, especially being a mother, is a tough job. Dads, me being a dad, I know that you can somehow get away, but mothers no chance. So at that time we realized it, how important a mother teach prenatal and postnatal, top of that, so that they can relate the story. So that's why we started prenatal and postnatal.
amazing. Thank you, Yohan. Thank you for being an inspiration in doing what you do. We're going to see those coming your way, and a new, that whole line I hate actually, new me, new year.
So Danu, I've already signed up for the 30-day program. So let's
I'm
do
going
it.
in with him.
Yeah.
Because I told him, I said, if I'm going to be staying somewhere else, I would have had a nice bloody breakfast and come rolling my way into it. So that's not going to work. So we have to find another solution. Anyway, on the note, we need to wrap things up. Thank you for being here, Yohan.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having us here. It's your place. So until we see you again, keep smiling. It's a wrap.